Commerce Alive today presents
Lazarus. Family patriarch Simon Lazarus opened a one-room men's clothing store in downtown Columbus in 1851. By 1870, with improvements to the industry and the mass manufacture of men's uniforms for the Civil War, the family business expanded to include ready-made men's civilian clothing, and eventually, a complete line of merchandise. Sons Fred Lazarus Sr. and Ralph Lazarus joined the business and added many innovative marketing techniques. The company acquired the John Shillito Company of Cincinnati in 1928, and a year later, was one of the four founding members of Federated Department Stores along with Williams Filene Sons Company and Abraham and Straus. Bloomingdale Brothers joined the company in 1930. Lazarus developed or was an early adopter of many shopping innovations such as one low price no bargaining necessary, earlier implemented by John Wanamaker, first department store escalators in the country, first air-conditioned store in the country, and Fred Lazarus Jr. successfully lobbied President Franklin Roosevelt to permanently fix Thanksgiving as the fourth Thursday in November, ensuring a stable timetable for the official beginning of the Christmas shopping season. He did not call his employees but associates. Fred Lazarus Jr. served as president of Federated Department Stores Incorporated from its founding until 1947, and thereafter, served as board chairman until his death. He was succeeded by his son Ralph Lazarus, who led Federated through the 1980s. Various Lazarus family members also held key positions on Federated's board and within its various divisions, namely, Foley's, Filene's, Lazarus and Shillitos. Robert Lazarus Jr. was the last family member with an official role at Federated, serving as assistant to Ron Klein in 2002, then chairman and CEO of the Riches/Lazarus/Goldsmiths operating unit of Federated, now a portion of Macy's. Primarily operating in Central Ohio, Lazarus dominated its market, driving the last of its traditional rivals out of business by 1982. Eventually expanding into Indianapolis, Indiana, in 1973 and Huntington, West Virginia, in 1981. In 1986 Lazarus merged with fellow Federated division Shillito Reichs, itself the result of 1982 merger between Shillitos and Dayton, Ohio-based Reichs, acquired by Federated in 1959. The new division adopted the Lazarus nameplate, while assuming Shillito Reichs headquarters in Cincinnati. In 1987, Federated acquired William H. Block Company of Indianapolis, Indiana and Herpolsheimer's of Grand Rapids, Michigan from Allied Stores and incorporated them into Lazarus. In 1989, Lazarus' sprawling downtown Columbus flagship store became one of the three anchors of Columbus City Center Mall, when developer Taubman Centers constructed a pedestrian skywalk to it over South High Street. Federated experimented with several different formats in the Lazarus division. In 1967, Federated opened its Gold Circle discount department store division in Columbus, locating stores directly across from Lazarus stores at Northland, Eastland and Westland malls. In the mid-1970s Federated opened its Capri Shops, off-mall Lazarus stores that budget store goods. Lazarus eventually opened 3 Capri Shops, but they were later converted to limited assortment Lazarus stores. Lazarus was the only Federated division to open full-line stores in tertiary markets such as Lima, Ohio, Huntington, West Virginia, and Mansfield, Ohio. Federated also experimented with HomeWorks at Lazarus, which was somewhat similar to today's Home Goods or Bed Bath & Beyond stores. Finally, in the mid-1980s Lazarus experimented with small market stores in Owensboro, Kentucky, and Lancaster, Newark and Zanesville, Ohio, all of which have since closed. In 1994, Joseph Horn Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, was acquired by Federated and its 10 locations absorbed by Lazarus. Lazarus moved into the 630,000 square feet Horn's building for 1 year before building a new more modern location. Having absorbed several department stores itself over the years, in 1995 the chain was integrated into an Atlanta, Georgia-based division of Federated along with that city's Riches and Memphis, Tennessee's Goldsmiths, while retaining its name in local markets. In 2003, Lazarus was among Federated's 5 smaller nameplates absorbed into the Macy's brand, along with the Bon Marché, Burdeen's, Goldsmiths, and Riches. The stores were branded as Lazarus Macy's in 2003 and Macy's in 2005. The converted former Lazarus stores initially were part of the Macy's South Division. In early 2007, after systems integrations were complete, the stores comprising the former Lazarus franchise in Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia, Western Pennsylvania, and Kentucky were transferred to the Macy's Midwest division, based in St. Louis, Missouri. By February 2008, Macy's Midwest was merged with Atlanta-based Macy's South to form a newly constituted Macy's Central division.
There's something about autumn, the crisp air, a misty morning.
A football game. A warm fire.
There's something about Lazarus in fall, too.
The colors. The textures.
The looks you treasure year after year.
Good-looking clothes that never go out of style.
Classics like Alan Solly.
And Tommy Hilfiger. Yes. There's something in the air this time of year.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.